Good afternoon to everyone! It's me again, your Mimaw Angel, na maghatid na naman sa inyo ng mga impormasyong may katuturan naman. Ayun, diba? So today is Thursday, I think the 17th. 17th ba? So 17th of September 2020. This afternoon, I'm on my way to my work. So ito yung buhay namin dito sa Australia. So to those who are wondering what life looks like or feels like during arte sa Australia, so ito po, yes, you can afford to buy car, you can afford to buy things, but ang kapalit naman is malungkot, no? So ang buhay lang namin is work, bahay. So swerte lang kasi andito yung asawa ko, meron akong kaaway araw-araw. So ayan, so ano bang gagawin natin? So ayan, let's see. I'll show you the way. Char. So magsi-shades tayo para sabihin may shades. Char. Joke lang. Hindi. Siyempre for kartehan. So ayan mga mimaw. Mga mimaw, no. Ano ba ang pag-uusapan natin? So since I'm on my way to my work, pag-uusapan natin yung work. So, kasi bago lang kami dito. So, I got hired and casual pa lang ako. So, when casual, dito kasi sa Australia, mga mimaw, kung casual ka, merong casual rate na sinasabi nila na may, kumbaga, additional payment prior or other than your per hour rate. So for example, ilang percent ba? 25% ata. 20 or 25%. So nandyan yung, for example, yung per hour mo is $25 an hour times 10% mo yun. So I think $6 additional. But other than that, meron ding afternoon rate. So, if you're working in the afternoon, you get extra afternoon rate. So, yun yung kagandahan dito. And it's per hour. So, ayun. So, iba din yung night shift naman. So, yung night shift, let's say yung per hour mo is $29 plus night shift loading. Iba din yun. Meron din yun. So, yun, nasa ganong ranges. Tapos, sa work naman, kasi casual ka, on call. So, yun yung mahirap kasi hindi mo sure kung kailan ka tatawagan, kung kailan merong maka-absent. Kasi casual means parang anytime lang, kahit anong schedule ibigay nila sa'yo, ganun. Unless you give your availability. So, let's say if you're available every afternoon, you have to tell them that, oh, I'm just available every afternoon. So, if there's someone who will call, especially yung afternoon shifts, they will call sick or, they're not available. So, that's the time they'll call the casual. So, yun. Pero, syempre, tayo mga Pinoy, hindi naman tayo tanga-tanga, no? No, what I'm trying to say is that we Filipinos, we are hard workers. So, like, we always take kung anong meron, diba? As long as nakakabuti naman. Like, for example, sa work, of course, the more hours you work, the more money you get. So, yun. And also, the employers, mga mimaw, yung mga employers, they also observe you. So, if they think that you're worth it for permanent shifts, then they'll give you permanent shifts. Or, yes. So, months or 6 months usually nandun, ganun. Parang sa Pinas din, 'di ba? Parang casual ka tapos naging permanent ka after 6 months. The difference is dito sa Australia, I'm sure in other countries as well, especially other first world countries, they pay per hour. So yeah. So ayun, yun yung maganda. So ang for us based on our observations and our experience, maganda dito sa Australia kung bata ka pa, kasi you get to save money, you get to work hard. Kumbaga hindi sayang yung pagod nyo, hindi sayang yung paggising mo ng maaga. So worth it. Then once you've got to save, yun na. Kumbaga ikaw na bahala kung if you use that money for, you know, future generating income, yung mga ganun. So yun yung maganda. Yun yung planuhin nyo, yun yung isipin nyo, i-realize nyo. Kasi nung una hindi ko yan na-realize. So ayun, ang kagandahan lang din is you get to experience, tsaka nagiging matured ka. Wow, matured. So to those who know me, yung mga nakakakilala sa akin dyan, yung mga super friendship ko, alam nyo naman na hindi talaga ako ganito, diba? I'm always on the go. I'm always looking forward for, you know, happy days. Yun, ganun ako. But coming here in Australia made me, you know, realize things, made me become more mature. Ow. So, ayun mga amigaw. So, for those who are planning to come here, you research. Don't expect that it's easy. Yung alam mo yun, isipin nyo, Australia maganda doon, madali lang doon, malaki ang kikitain natin. Yes, that's true, malaki ang kikitain nyo, but you need to work hard. Like, ang sinasabi nga nila dito is, I work like a dog. Bakit dog? Sa atin, I work like a carabao. O, diba? So, ayun, yun yung sinasabi ng mga Australians. Yeah, I work like a dog. So, bakit kaya dog? Pwede carabao? Kasi diba carabao in the Philippines, they work hard. They, kahit umulan pa yan o mainit, nag-work. So, ayun, if you're planning to come here, you need to know what's your priorities, what's your goal. If your goal is to become a permanent residency and a citizen here in Australia, that's also good. Yun, pag-aralan nyo. Kasi if you come here, you have to research what's your ang tawag dyan, your pathways, yung ano yung magiging progress, or yun nga, yung pathway ng visa mo. Kung for example, yung skills mo ba kasama sa skilled occupational list dito sa Australia. Like, you know, for example, if you're a nurse, yes, nurses as in in demand dito, but I'm also telling you na every year nag-change. So far, simula nung dumating kami dito, ako dito, based on my observation, based on my friends' stories, kasi I have lots of nurses friends, so mas madali talaga before compared nowadays, kasi there's a lot of competition already, like pataasan ng points, kasi point system dito sa Australia. So the more points you get, the better. But I also know people who have haven't got, or it took time for them to receive the invitation. So ayun, ang daming, as in, there's no certainty talaga. Ang dami, there's a lot of things to consider. And I think once you're here, you just really have to try your best, you know, try all the possibilities if your goal is to get a permanent residency. Kasi for me, I think it's also worth it to get that. But of course, whatever God's plan for us, for each and every one of us, diba? We can't tell. We just really need to continue our lives, you know. I mean, daily routines, daily, kumaga, kung anong darating, okay, push. Yun kasi tayo mga Pinoy, we grab all the time the opportunities. Kung ano na pinagsasabi ko, no? So ayun, yeah. Tapos, shifting din dito, balik tayo sa work. Sa work naman, shifting din dito, depende kung saan ka nag-work, but they have morning shifts, afternoon shifts, and then night shifts. So, pwede kang mamili doon kung saan ka comfortable. But, mas malaki yung kikitain mo pag afternoon shift, saka mas lalo na sa evening shift. Pero, hindi ko na itatry ulit ang night shift kasi my God, nakaka-stress. Parang wala kang normal na buhay. Kaya nga mahal ang bayad sa'yo mga te. Kasi nga, ganun yung magiging buhay mo. Mag-work ka sa gabi, sa umaga matutulog ka. So, ayun. Tas kung day off mo, as in, masisira na naman yung cycle. Kumbaga, you're not normal. You're wak-wak. Joke lang. So, ganun. Tapos, ako naman, personally, I prefer morning shifts because you got to do things in the afternoon. Like, if you're planning to go somewhere, like, you know, or if you're a morning person, if you wake up early, better work in the morning. So, you're more relaxed in the afternoon. But if you're more of the earnings and you don't like to do night shift, afternoon is best as well. So, ayan. Baga, once you're here and once you find a job, mapag-aaralan nyo yung mga, mga schedules, mga shiftings, mga ganun. So, ayun. Unless if you're, like, for example, my husband, he's a chef, so, or a cook. Yes. So, yun. Because yung mga pubs dito, yung mga restaurants, they open during lunchtime only and dinner, unless you work in a cafe because they are open early. Kasi nga cafe nga, like they prepare coffee for the people around, yung mga ganun. You just buy coffee and then they also make breakfast kasi most of the people here, especially in the city, they don't have time to cook for breakfast kasi nga wala nang time. But I think that's everywhere naman. So ayan, so thanks sa pagsama sa akin going sa work. Sana may nakuha kayong idea. If you have other questions, kung may silbi itong pagdadada ko dito, ayun, just comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, Angel Valles. So yeah, I think from now on I'll focus more on, you know, how to come here in Australia, how to apply coming here in Australia. So ang startup kung paano ako naka-apply dito sa Australia, mga mimaw, is I applied student visa pala. So I started as a student kasi I think that's the easiest way to come here where you can also work. So, ayun. Unlike if you come here as a tourist, you're not allowed to work, of course, because you're under a tourist visa. So, it's illegal. So, ayun. Naging student ako. I studied for 2 years. Actually, more than 2 years. Madami-dami na din ang natapos ko dito. Kaya, ayun. But you know, it's also, I'm so grateful that I got to experience Australia. Because it made me stronger. You made me stronger by breaking my heart. You ended my life and made a better may ganun. Malapit na ako sa work. So, see you po. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye! So, yan. Yan yung facility namin. Napakalaki niyan. Hanggang dyan. Hanggang doon. Yan. Yan yung entrance.